is the judge eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal, under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Hey guys, I've got another one of these for you. So last night, yeah, some crazy shit happened, and I just briefly went and recorded a bunch of, the incoming breaking news. It was all within the 3 to 4 hour window of the shooting happening. So we break down a couple of things, dive into a few different areas, and yeah, we have a bit of a chat about it. I share some of my opinions, but I'm also tonight. So I'm uploading this video now. Tonight at about 6 or 7 p.m. 7. 27th, Monday the 27th of the 4th. I'm going to be going live. This is all New Zealand time, by the way. If I don't know what time zone that is. If you are an international viewer, fucking Google it. Set an alarm, do whatever you need to do. So yeah, and we'll be talking a little bit more about any information that has come out in the last 12 hours or so. It is coming up to the 24-hour mark somewhat soon. I am late with this video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Have this little context nuke, this little rundown, and then yeah, come and join us over on the live at Twitch, Revolutionary Whispers. Deuces. I can't go one fucking day. I sat here, went over some news, recorded a little bit, had a chat with the bro, doing kind of like an interview kind of a thing. I don't know, there might be some clips coming out of that. And I go out, do some of my weekly shopping, go and get some food, and I come home and it's like, oh yeah, as soon as you left the house, some shit was going down, and you're just finding out about it now. So I open up Instagram, the first thing I see is JD Vance being yanked off a chair and fucking, huddled around. Poor performance from Secret Service, I'll just say. Yeah, and fucking now I'm seeing reports of a gunman at a White House event.
Ryan, you were at the dinner. We understand you are back in the Bureau right now. What can you tell us? What are you hearing from your sources?
Well, Jessica, first let me give you a sense of what it was like in the room. I was sitting about 20 feet back from the dais. I was sitting next to the Majority Whip, Tom Emmer, who is the third-ranking member of the House of Representatives. So he had a security detail that was very close to him throughout the entire night. When we heard a series of what can only be described as 3 bangs. Honestly, when the bangs first occurred, it sounded as if a table had dropped, if a waitstaff had dropped the contents of the dinners that they were bringing to our tables. It honestly did not register as anything that important. But then immediately after those 3 bangs went off, there was a series of Secret Service agents and law enforcement personnel that came storming into the ballroom of the Hilton. And then there were screams for people to get down. Everyone immediately ducked their heads under their tables. Some people were hiding under their tables at that point. I had unique insight being next to Majority Whip Emmer because his security detail immediately rushed over to where he was. I could hear them talking on the radios. They immediately had said at that point that there were shots fired, but they did not know where those shots were from. You could see all the different security details that were staffing all these high-level cabinet officials, members of Congress, people connected to the administration that were all being at the beginning. At one point, video guided out. Emmer's actually dealing with an infection on his case of where I was, Majority Whip Emmer's actually dealing with an infection on his foot. He was actually kind of guided out of the room.
Okay, from the angle of the Instagram video I watched, it was filmed from this side, and I'll just bring it up on my phone actually. Oh shit, Hasan is talking about it right now.
Shots fired at the White House Correspondence Dinner?
Okay, we're gonna have to watch that. Alright, so this popped up on my page. No, it was this one. Right, I couldn't see over here, but that's Donald Trump. Now, if you look at it from this perspective, right,
with video that reflects that, in the
Donald Trump's sitting there, a guy rushes
case
up,
of where I was,
stands next to him. All of these people here run up and help get J.D. Vance out. Then you see the guy with the gun and all these guys running from this side, running to J.D. Vance.
Majority Whip Emmer's actually dealing with an infection on his foot. He was actually kind of guided out of the...
And then here's them
of the room,
trying to remove Trump.
With the security, his
you see Trump go
security
down.
Detail that actually had to help him as he limped.
But if you look here, it specifically shows this is the guys with the guns coming in. Donald Trump is now being helped up and out. He goes down because he can't walk. He's fucking old. They rushed to J.D. Vance first. Look, all these guys here who should be protecting the president ran to J.D. Vance first, and they've got the president just sitting there. Why are they helping get J.D. Vance out first? Exactly as I'm saying. How is the vice president gets escorted out faster than the president? Yeah. This is what I mean by the Republican Party. They know what they're up to. They know that they're keeping J.D. Vance the safe seat. That's why he's been in the background. All right, let's watch the reporting as it's coming out. I mean, when Trump got shot in the air, that was bad for the Secret Service. Like, for all of his security details, that was bad. But this is even worse. Before they realized. They were oblivious to it. Everyone freaking out. They were oblivious to it. Imagine that your life is about to end and you're listening to the worst jazz ever. A Secret Service agent was shot but survived an attack. Did this guy just run headfirst into that shit? I don't know. I thought the one where he got shot in the air was a little bit of a setup, and now, I don't know. I don't know. This kind of seems like a bit of a setup.
Well, thank you very much.
Like, name any other time that somebody's taking shots at the president and they've survived. You know, fuck it. It just seems like every single person who had tried to assassinate this president, look, it's a leftist fucking, it's a transvestite, it's LGBTQ, look at that, you know, group of people, look, that's who tried to kill our president. Whereas when it was a straight white guy who blew the brains out of an actual president, you know, oh, let's just shoot him on the spot. It's a bit fishy how the United States government handles certain assassination attempts.
And that was very unexpected, but incredibly acted upon by Secret Service and law enforcement. And
bro, you were the last person to be moved. They wanted you to be shot. And look at Kash Patel in the back there. I swear, go and sniff that man. He smells like the worst part of a fucking bar. Trust. All he's thinking the whole time, Kash Patel, is thinking, please, I hope to God nobody wants to ask me questions about this.
This was an event dedicated to freedom of speech that was supposed to bring together members of both parties with members of the press. And in a certain way it did. Because the fact that they just unified, I saw a room that was just totally unified. It was in one way very beautiful.
A whole room was unified under terror, bro. They were freaking out. They were fucking afraid. There's no left and right when you're thinking you're gonna fucking die.
Very beautiful thing to see a man charge a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons. And he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly and have just released, for purposes of transparency, clarity, I've ordered it to be put out. You probably have it by now. Put out on Truth and put out on...
I'll tell you right now, if this was a white kid, if this was anything that fell into the cookie cutter of MAGA, you know, stereotypes of MAGA, they would not be releasing this straight away. I mean, look at how long it took for the whole shit with when he got shot in the ear and fucking like transparency. Come on.
Many of the platforms, a tape showing the violence of this thug that attacked our Constitution, and also showing how quickly Secret Service and law enforcement acted on our country's behalf. Really did a great job. One officer was shot, but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun, and the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape. He has very high spirits, and we told him we love him and respect him. And he's a very proud guy. He's very proud of what he does, Secret Service agent.
What's the bet? It's going to come out tomorrow that the Secret Service agent never spoke to Trump. He was in surgery or some shit. Like, there was no way that they had a conversation. Watch. It's always the same fucking shit.
And we looked at all of the conditions that took place tonight, and I will say, you know, it's not a particularly secure building. And I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it.
No one's demanding it except for you.
150 years. The
military is not demanding it. Nobody's demanding it. You are. You're a fucking big baby.
Military are demanding it. They've wanted the ballroom for 150 years for lots of different reasons, but today's a little bit different because today...
Oh, yes, Mr. Donald Trump. It's 150 years our country wanted this, and it took for you to come along and do it. Just like it took for you to come along and bomb Iran. You're just that guy. Well done, Mr.
We need levels of security that probably nobody's ever seen before. But everyone owes a tremendous debt of gratitude to the courage of law enforcement, the law enforcement, and working with the D.C. police. And we just spoke with the mayor. And when we're finished,
I thought you just spoke with the guy who got shot for you.
Police chief is going to take over and discuss it also from their viewpoint. But they also performed exactly as they were supposed to, and you see the attacker in different positions, but you also see the attacker totally subdued and under control. So as you know, this is not the first time in the past couple of years that our republic has been attacked by a would-be assassin who sought to kill. In Butler, Pennsylvania, less than 2 years ago, you all know that story, and in Palm Beach, Florida, a few months after that, we came close.
Why is it, Mr. President, that so many of your people want to kill you? Why is it so many? I mean, Ronald Reagan, or was it Nixon? Reagan had an assassination attempt, you know. But why have you got 3 just in the last few years? What? Why? What have you? Who have you pissed off? You got to like start to fucking think, you know.
Really had, again, we had some great work done by law enforcement. But in light of this evening's events, I ask that all Americans recommit with their hearts in resolving our difference peacefully. We have to resolve our differences. I will say, You had Republicans, Democrats, independents, conservatives, liberals, and progressives. Those words are interchangeable, perhaps, but maybe they're not. But yet everybody in that room, big crowd, record-setting crowd. There was a record-setting group of people.
Biggest
And
almost
there was a tremendous
assassination
amount
shooting
of love and
ever.
coming together. I watched. There was a tremendous amount of love and coming together. I watched, and I was very, very impressed by that. But we were, First Lady and I were taken very well care of very quickly, rushed.
Bruh, they moved out your vice president before they moved you out, bro. Are you sure?
Very quickly rushed off the stage. Vice President J.D. Vance, who's here, was likewise beautifully done. He was just saying how quickly everybody acted, law enforcement.
Yes, Mr. President, they acted so quickly. They even got me off the stage before you. They what? What? They can't take you off the stage before me. I am so important. What do you mean? Oh, no, Mr. President. They needed you on the stage for one last photo.
Secret Service in particular in this case, but law enforcement. Marco had the same thing. Pete was there. Pete didn't want any help. He didn't want anybody. Law enforcement. Marco. Everybody acted. Law enforcement, Secret Service in particular in this case, but law enforcement. Marco had the same thing. Pete was there. Pete didn't want any help. He didn't want anybody to help him. He doesn't want anybody to help him, but he did get some, didn't you? And I think you also said that it was very impressive. So with that, I'd like to ask Todd Blanche to come up, say a few words, and tell you it's already underway. They've very free. Rather let anybody.
You saw the very worst by the actions of that coward that the president just talked about. But you also saw the very best because you saw law enforcement do exactly what they're supposed to do. And you'll see the videos come out, I expect, very shortly, and you'll see law enforcement do exactly what we want them to do. And so I echo what what President Trump just said, that we are extraordinarily grateful and appreciative of the men and women of law enforcement that did their jobs tonight, including one who was injured. This investigation is ongoing. I expect you will see charges filed shortly. The charges should be self-evident given the conduct, but as you'll hear, there will be multiple charges surrounding the shooting, around the possession of firearms, and anything else that we can get on this guy. The investigation is obviously ongoing and just started.
There's something else at play.
There's federal law enforcement already working on search warrants and doing their job, and I don't want to get ahead of them and don't want to get ahead of the work that they're doing even as we speak. Director Patel and I were just on the crime scene a short while ago, and everybody in this room should rest assured that the Metropolitan Police Department, the FBI, Secret Service.
I don't know, like, even the fact that, you know, they're all at a gala dinner, they're all in their bow ties and shit. This gives, like, and that everybody was there. All the right people were there, the press were there. Like, it was just, you know, from all sides. It was very convenient. I don't know, just close your eyes and think about any movie like White House Down, you know, or the Olympus has fallen and London's fallen, all of that shit, right? And then, you know, any movie with, what's the one with Channing Tatum where he's like CIA and shit, or, you know, Secret Service. All of those movies consist of, like, even Batman. Like, think about Batman. How many of those movies where Harvey Dent was at a fucking massive gala dinner something, and then the villain comes in there when all the press is there, convenient, and then it turns out that it was all just a ploy and fucking that it was a publicity stunt. Like, this is a publicity stunt in my eyes. I don't know. I know a real shooter wouldn't have gone running through trying to Naruto run while shooting people walking past. If they had the intentions to actually go in there, they would have been shooting people, Secret Service members, whatever. I don't know who in their right mind goes, yes, the best way to get to the president and shoot him isn't what these other two guys tried to do with a sniper, is to grab some guns and run headfirst at his security detail. Yes. And the fact that he wasn't, like, killed straight away, like, you know, some guys running through shooting and then they don't shoot you back. I don't know. I know something's fishy about this.
Everybody's on the scene doing their job. I know that the police chief is going to give an update from the scene as soon as we're finished here, and I obviously will lead the details of what they have learned to him. But in the meantime, I just want to thank everybody in this room for the courage, and I want to thank President Trump for his words, and I promise you, justice will be served. Thank you, Dr. Patel.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Mr. President. The President's absolutely right. You saw the best resolve of American law enforcement because you, Mr. President, inspire them 24/7, 365. You give them the resources that they need.
He is drunk. He's like mumbling, like, thank you, Mr. President. You know, that we've been working law enforcement 465, 755. Beautiful. Cash. This you? This was staged. FBI director not scrambling into action. Is that normal? This is staged, button. This is staged. They're all too calm. Fake news, distractions. Yep. Faked. Epstein. Staged to justify the ballroom.
And you know, they know that you have their back. And that is a changing dynamic in this country, and that's why you saw brave Secret Service agents respond immediately, swiftly, subdue and take down the suspect, and safeguard the lives of thousands of individuals at that hotel.
Unlike you, who sat there looking like he had shat his undies. Look at you. Is that you, bro? Were you just sitting there cuddling your missus? Or Secret Service agents were running around?
Thanks to our interagency partnership with the Department of Homeland Security and the Metropolitan Police.
Oh, thanks to us putting everything underneath one blanketed organization. Because it's all one now, because of the one, you know, organization, the monopoly of Homeland Security and police and law enforcement. I hate this. This is just, this is staged for sure.
Subdue and
this is staged to be able to justify the ballroom, to be able to justify FBI, DHS, and, you know, DOD being underneath one, you know, one organization, the control of one person, which takes away the separation of, you know, we've talked about it before, the separation of, you know, the different institutes, the different agencies, and how it holds, you know, people accountable. You know, you can't go into this jurisdiction without having the permission of this organization or this agency. You know, it keeps everyone in check. And putting it all under one blanketing organization is a quick way to lead to tyranny and authoritarianism and fascism. And that's why Kash Patel's talking point here is, well, you know, Trump, he wants to put through his talking point is, this is why we need the ballroom. And Kash Patel wants to put through his talking point of, this is why we need everything underneath my control, or the control of one person. So everyone's got their own little agendas here, and they're pushing them all through as quickly as possible, you know, before even really addressing why it is that this guy might have done this. They're already addressing why it is that they need safeguards, or they need to implement their own agendas for what's just happened. I believe 100% this is staged. This is like a movie scene. You know, you've got Harvey Dent talking in front of all of the press and everything at a conference, at a ballroom dinner, and then you have the Joker come in. He does some scary shit. Batman defeats him, disappears, and then you have them all standing there in their tuxedos. You know, Bruce Banner in the back. Oh, not Bruce Banner. Fucking. What's the Bruce Wayne in the back with his tuxedo, you know, looking all nonchalant, and everyone talking about how, oh, we did a great thing, you know, taking action, and rah. This is why you need Harvey Dent to, you know, lead Gotham. And then you have the end revealing that Harvey Dent had organized it all himself to garner support from people within Gotham. This is scripted for fucking sure.
And that's why you saw brave Secret Service agents respond immediately, swiftly, subdue and take down the suspect, and safeguard the lives of thousands of individuals at that hotel. Thanks to our interagency partnership with the Department of Homeland Security and the Metropolitan Police Department, the FBI was rapidly deployed onto the scene, took over the evidence response unit, is examining all the ballistics that were found on scene, to include the long gun and the shell casings. We are conducting witness interviews as we speak. You will hear from our team on this.
What long gun? So did this guy come in with a rifle? Like, as Donald Trump already said that he came in with multiple guns, so did he shoot from his rifle?
interviews as we speak. You will hear from our team on the scene there with the mayor and the head of the FBI field division there. But please know what the Attorney General has just said rings no truer. You saw the very best of America tonight. The very best unite us at a time of uncertainty, because we have leadership here with the president, the vice president, that backs law enforcement, and the men and women that I shook their hands on the scene today could not have been prouder to show up on scene. And as the Attorney General said, make no mistake, we are conducting witness interviews. If you have any information whatsoever related to this event, 1-800-CALL-FBI, 1-800-CALL-FBI. No piece of information is too small. No piece of information is inadequate. We will evaluate it all. We will also be conducting interviews of those that were there. And if any of those individuals have information, please come forward to law enforcement or the FBI or the Metropolitan Police Department. We will be examining this individual's background thoroughly. That process has already started. And we are going to ensure that he was either a lone wolf actor or anyone else that was responsible. We will analyze all evidence immediately to make sure that we safeguard this country. Mr. President, and we are going to ensure that he was either a lone wolf actor or anyone else that was responsible. We will analyze all evidence immediately to make sure that we safeguard this country. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, thank you for your leadership. Attorney General and Homeland Secretary Merlin, thank you for your partnership in law enforcement.
Thank you, Ken. Okay, we'll do a couple and then we go to the chief. Madam Chairman, I just want to say you did a fantastic job. What a beautiful evening, and we're going to reschedule. And after that, it's very tough for her to ask a killer question, right? But you have done a fantastic job. Please.
Mr. President, I appreciate it. As you mentioned, it all happened so quickly.
Yeah.
And I wonder, especially because unfortunately you have experience with these sorts of threats, in that moment when you realized there was a threat and service agents were telling us to get down, can you describe what was going through your mind, how you were feeling in that moment?
That's a very good question, actually. It was. It's always shocking when something like this.
Of course, it's a good question.
Happens.
It's asking about you,
Me
you
a
narcissist.
little bit. And that never changes. The fact we're sitting right next to each other, First Lady on my right, and I heard a noise and sort of thought it was a tray. I thought it was a tray going down. You know, I've heard that many times, and it was a pretty loud noise. And it was from quite far away. He hadn't breached the area at all. They really got him. But so it was quite far away, but it was a gun. And some people really understood that pretty quickly. Other people didn't. I was watching to see what was happening. Probably should have gone down even faster.
Yeah, you should have gone down faster, yep.
Melania was very cognizant, I think, of what happened. I think she knew immediately what happened. She was saying, that's a bad noise. And
it's a bad noise.
we were whisked away
It's
along
bad
with
sound.
other people, but we were really whisked away. And again, the performance of the Secret Service and the police, all of the law enforcement,
I can't take this,
second
please.
much, and you will. These change the one hope. I would be the mother be bring the next time.
This is a scripted
Thank you, President.
question
Have a great
for,
event. And
hey, like, you know, ask the person you know isn't going to ask a fucking, you know, antagonistic question, you know, a question that's going to make you think. You ask somebody, oh yeah, no, I know they're going to ask, so how did it make you feel? And then you move on quickly and then nobody else gets to ask any questions.
you did a fantastic job. Thank you very much. Peter, go ahead.
Thank you, President Trump. There's a report in the New York Post that this assailant assembled his weapon somewhere on site at the hotel. What do you think about that? And I ask
Where did that
respectfully, why do you think this keeps happening to you?
Where did that come? Yeah, why does it
Well,
keep happening to you?
You know, I've studied assassinations, and I must have.
Nobody knows assassinations like I do. I know all of the assassinations, all of the best. I'm the best assassination expert by far.
Tell you, the most impactful people, the people that do the most. You take a look at the people, Abraham Lincoln. I mean, you go through the people that have gone through this, where they got them. But the people that do the most, the people that make the biggest impact, they're the ones that they go after. They don't go after the ones that don't do much because they like it that way. And when you look at the people that have either, whether it was an attempt or a successful attempt, They're very impactful people. Just take a look at the names here, the big names. And I hate to say I'm honored by that, but I've done a lot. We've done a lot. We've taken this country.
You don't know if you haven't made it until someone wants to kill you. That's how you know you've made it. Success is your enemies.
And we were a laughingstock for years, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We've changed this country.
You haven't.
And there are a lot of people that are not happy about that.
No
so I
one
think
is.
that's the answer, Peter.
And after Butler, your team for a while rethought outdoor events.
Yeah.
Do you think that you now need to rethink
No.
indoor
Well,
events?
but then you just don't do events. No, I can't do that. I have to.
Okay, we're not allowed to do outdoor events. Someone's tried to kill me twice. Okay, let's do them all indoor. Fuck, they've breached the walls. We have to do all events online.
It is what it is. We have to do it. The room was very, very secure. He charged from 50 yards away, so he was very far away from the room.
And what did you think when you saw the video of how fast he was running?
He was moving. He was really moving. And the reaction time was great. Boy, those guys, they had their guns drawn. Literally, by the time he was there, they were shooting.
That's right.
I thought they were very impressive. And if I didn't, I'd let you know. I'm not going to be, I would not stand for that. No, I thought they were very impressive.
Thank you, President Trump.
Also, you got to bear in mind the video that we watched earlier of this guy running through, right? This is CCTV footage in the Hilton Hotel. Tell me why it is that they've still got CCTV cameras from the fucking 90s. This is the shit I was talking about. They only post up fucking potato images so you can't actually gauge what the fuck is happening. So you have to just take them at their fucking word. Oh, it's so annoying. Propaganda has turned so shit. They don't even need to try. They literally just get their scripts from fucking Disney. Like, hey, we need one of the Marvel writers to write us some propaganda. We need to do some false flag attacks. Get Disney on the phone. Michael Bay, my friend. I need you to do some flying planes into buildings.
Thank you for updating us on the suspect earlier. Were you aware of any threats? Was your team aware of any threats beforehand? And do you believe you were the target of this tonight?
I guess. I mean, these people they're crazy. They're crazy. And, you never know. He was very far away from me. He had to go through a lot. We had resources all over. We had resources sitting at tables, literally in disguise, sitting maybe at your table, who knows? But we had people all over the room, so he had a long way to go. That was really a first line of defense, and they got him. And they really, they acted incredibly. No, there was no notification. We had no idea. Go ahead, Kevin.
Do you know any political motivations from this?
Well, you never know. Now, we'll be able to.
See what I said? Ask the people who you know are going to ask the right questions. Are there any political motives? They just told you earlier they're looking into his background as they speak. So what do you expect the answer to be? You're just playing on the fact that he has dementia now, and you're hoping that he's going to go, fucking leftists, it's Antifa, the cunts.
Tell you that maybe by tomorrow or the next day. He's in custody, and they're asking him a lot of questions. I guess they're going over, Todd, and they're already at his apartment. He lives in California. Yes, sir. And they're over there, so they'll be able to tell you.
All right, watch it. Fox News is going to have a thing by the morning. Leftist from California comes over to murder the president. Like, watch.
Thank you, Caitlin.
President Trump, did the suspect say anything, or was he wearing anything that would allege some type of motive here?
No, I mean, he was...
He was wearing a keffiyeh, screaming "Free Palestine" from the river to the sea.
It's so hard to do his voice.
A guy who looked pretty evil when he was down. They had him down. He was fighting hard. He was
like I said, it's these motivated
in my
questions.
Opinion, a sick person. Who would do that but a sick person? But I think you're going to find everything about him. No reason to talk about it now. But tomorrow at this time, long before this time, you're going to know a lot of things about him. They seemed to think he was a lone wolf, and I feel that too.
You saw several of the detailees take minutes to be escorted out of the room.
No, they acted very quickly. No, I was very impressed by Secret Service. I mean, I'm the one, and Mark Wayne, you would agree with that, I think. Absolutely. I'm the one that would complain. You don't have to complain for me. I would be complaining. I'd be up here right now saying they didn't do their job. Oh, believe me, because, you know, it's my life. And I want to live because I want to make this country great. That's why I want to live.
Fair, I get what he's saying. Like, hey, if anyone's got a bone to pick with, you know, reaction speeds of, you know, my security, it's me. Like, you don't need to fucking pick my battles for me. I get that. But at the same time, dude, you've got to acknowledge that was pretty fucked. Your whole team ran from your side of the room to JD Vance's side of the room and protected him before they protected you. Then once they got him out, they came in back to collect you afterwards. They prioritized your vice president over you. I don't know.
But when you're impactful, they go after you. When you're not impactful, they leave you alone. Okay, a couple of more. Go ahead, please.
Is there any indication that this shooting could have been linked to the war in Iran?
I don't think so, but you never know. We're going to know a lot. We have the best people in the world working on it, and we're going to know a lot. Please.
Mr. President, there's a lot.
I really dislike stupid reporters and stupid journalists for this reason, right? You had one chance to ask a question. You've already got the answer to your question from a previous question. Was there any political motivation to this? No, we don't know. We're looking into it. You didn't need to ask that question because we already told you we don't know anything right now. We're looking into it. Then after the question of, hey, is this politically motivated? You go and ask, hey, is this politically motivated for the cause of Iran? You just ask the same question, just with more detail, which they definitely will not have because they don't have broad detail, if you get what I'm saying. You are a useless fucking reporter. You've wasted everybody's time. You know, he said, oh, a few more questions. You want to use those few more questions wisely. And you, dipshit, have just failed at your fucking craft. Ask something fucking meaningful instead of just trying to be a fucking right-wing fucking talking point puppet.
As well as some of us who have covered Butler experienced another horrific day 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What felt similar? You know, you had the First Lady with you today. What felt different? And you have...
Again, this question was already asked at the very fucking beginning. How did it feel? How were you feeling? And he went into detail by starting with... He went for like a 2-minute rant. And he started with... Oh, the assassinations that happened 2 years ago. Well, assassination attempt that happened 2 years ago. Rah. You've got your fucking answer. Stop asking the question. Ask something better.
Another 2+ years in office. Are you concerned about something like this happening
Well, I
again?
can't be concerned. I can only get great people. They did the job.
Notice how whenever it's a question about him, he'll talk for like 2 to 5 minutes. But then when it's a question about a situation or something else, it's just like, oh yeah, nah, I don't know. Ask someone else. I'll tell you later.
That was somewhat in his way. You know the story very well. And he aimed, he fired. And if he didn't do that, beyond me, he would have, okay, now, seeing the judge in full. The door, please.
Confidence. Mr. President, for you and perhaps law enforcement as well, what is the level of confidence that this was a lone actor, and has the suspect made any statements to police while in custody?
Yeah, I think it's just it's not my profession. We have great professionals up here and outside that have been working with us. My impression is he was a lone wolf, whack job. These are crazy people. These are crazy people, and they have to be dealt with. We had that in the second attempt.
Who? These are crazy people. Who? What demographic? What? Who is crazy people? Americans? Because the only thing that we know about this guy so far is that he's American and that he's from California. Are you saying Californians need to be dealt with? Just all people who are living in California just need to be dealt with. What information are you going off of that these people... See what I mean? I told you guys about create the boogeyman, right? Create the boogeyman, and then you can always attribute, like, you know, your fears and everyone's concerns to the boogeyman. And you need to be the savior against this boogeyman. It's narrative building.
As you know, he's spending life in prison. Because if you let him out, they'll probably, if he serves 10 years or 15 years, you let him out, he'll probably try it again with somebody else.
I'm done with this reporting. I'm done with this. I'm going to go over to Hasan's live stream where he was actually watching the dinner, the press conference, and would have been live when shooting started.
I'm not back in the ballroom.
Oh, so it happened very soon into
closing down. Very scary incident. All of a sudden,
it happened like very soon into the whole thing. Okay. So 6:16, right? President Trump comes out. Sing the national anthem.
That was the other bald Nazi. That was Stephen Feder Miller.
Oh.
Megan Stanek. The commencement speech was better than that. It sucked ass. My commencement speech. Why?
It's just started, and then there were shots. What you got to say, Hasan? What's happening? This dinner thing only just started.
They've decided the best possible thing to do right now is just keep the cycle going. Oh man, this Hasan guy fucking sucks.
So it's been like
really
15,
unbelievable.
Like 15 minutes from the national anthem and from the president walking out. Or that, not the national anthem, the dun 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 dun.
Did JD make his wife put on white face? So is this it? What the fuck's going on here?
That's not JD Vance's wife, is it?
Also, where's Usher?
Yeah, Usher. Yeah, where
That's
is
not
she?
Usher.
Yeah.
That's not my Usher.
No.
Where's my Usher?
They can't have an Indian woman on stage next to JD Vance.
Where is Usher?
Yeah, it's his wife, but how would that look?
Brother, you take 2 hours to eat. It's been like 5 minutes. Why?
Not gonna lie, I think shots fired are happening right now. Yeah. Yeah, and he's on
What's the point of your
Twitter.
PhD? See, my PhD is still solid because it wasn't a slur. If it was a slur, I would have known.
Where's his registration? Where's he registering what's going on?
It means acting up. Playful trick.
He hasn't clicked.
Disturbing history. Daddy Rice, a popular white... Oh, no.
Dude, there was people on stage with guns. Did you not
Go
notice
back to the
that?
stream now?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Wait.
Go back a little bit more.
Wait, they started running.
JD Vance is already gone at this point.
Shots fired? Shots fired at the White House Correspondence Dinner? Oh my God. Oh my God, look. What the fuck?
This is low-key funny, seeing his reaction. These dipshits all getting up. Like, it's active shooter and you want to get up and film? Like, you want to stand up and fucking film. There's people saying stay down and they're pointing their guns everywhere, looking for anyone to jump up and give them a reason to shoot. You are giving them a reason to shoot. Keep your fucking head down, dipshit. Like, when you're telling your kids, hey, get ready for school, you don't remind them, hey, by the way, if there's an active shooter,
What happened?
Stand up and make
Okay, I'm
yourself
gonna
seen.
skip ahead maybe. Is that Kash Patel? Do we know? Well, I mean, people are chilling.
Hasan
Bro, they are going
Piker.
to fire the fuck out of Kash Patel, dude. Oh, my God.
Bringing you the news.
Watch
as
it be
breaks.
a negligent discharge by one of the Secret Service guys? No shot.
Imagine. Bro accidentally shot himself in the foot.
All right, so this is live. We're now live at the White House Correspondence Dinner. Chaotic scenes taking place at the White House Correspondence Dinner as the president and everyone in the White House Correspondence press pool, members of the press, were having dinner. And all of a sudden, we don't know exactly what happened. We have no idea what took place, but there was like people panicked, moving around. President ducked under the table. Secret Service was present on site.
The only information that we are getting from inside there, so please keep looking and keep on.
Is that Caroline?
Kennedy. I will say.
Was that Mike Pence? What the
But
fuck?
again, that's from one person with the Secret Service been, not a thorough vetting in a journalistic sense. But since I'm being interviewed more as a bystander at an event, that's
Security officials
that's what I can
evacuate House
tell.
Speaker
But,
Mike Johnson
everybody's
as shooter
here,
opens fire at the annual
and
White House
everybody
Correspondence
is-
Dinner.
Mike Johnson, not Pence. What the fuck?
From Reuters.
I will say this. So after that happened, I'm sorry if I'm. It's tough to hear you.
Nah, this is staged as fuck. They've got photos of the Secret Service responders Secret Service responding. This is staged as fuck. I'm telling you.
After that happened, the Secret Service came and started collecting other.
Like, what situation do you see someone grabbing the person they're supposed to be protecting and shoving them down a hallway first? Like, you don't do that. Why is the security behind him? Why are you not around him? And Trump wanted to go, we had great reaction from our security staff.
Members of the administration, like Secretary Kennedy of the Health and Human Services Department was right there. He was taken out. Secretary Besson was taken out.
What? Possibly
one by
per
one.
News Nation.
The,
Bro, that's News
Steve
Nation.
Scalise, who
Wait. RFK Jr. and Cheryl Hines. RFK was limping. No word on POTUS. Dog, RFK just limps.
That's just him, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was just limping because he just is fucked up in general. And not because he got shot. Like, I mean, maybe, but... RFK's got so many different issues, dog. Like even if RFK got shot, I would assume that he died to other causes. You know what I mean?
Yes, and I just left myself actually, so I was able to talk to you because there's not
Yeah,
cell
see,
service,
this motherfucker's just limping.
down in the ballroom area. So I left the building. I'm standing outside. There is a large connector. It was
Pointed out. Oh my God, Olivia Reingold. Terrifying. A few ground shaking knocks by my seat at White House Correspondence Dinner. Unclear if shooting. I'm okay. We were trying to exit now.
We were just seated over. I'm seated near one of the doors, and there.
Zed. Oh my God, they tried to recreate the USA chant after the shooting. Oh my God, people are so fucking cringe.
No way, actually.
Oh my God, can we just skip her? No,
No
that's
way.
my favorite journalist in America. Chant.
I'm seated near one of the doors, and there.
Zed. Oh my God, they tried to do
So That's so fucking cringe.
Tried to recreate the USA chant after the shooting. Oh my God, people are so fucking cringe.
I'm glad that they were able to keep worse things from happening. What I would say is that there is
This
some
is
strength
staged.
that's trying to be shown here, that you don't stop this country and you don't.
Oh God, Ben Jones.
And so people will see it differently, but I can understand why people would not want to let the terrorists win today. Could have
It's
been
like
killed
everyone's
tonight.
already
And
got their
this is the
scripts
sort of
ready to go.
stuff that has to stop. This is the level of violence and crazy stuff on all sides of this country is leading people to think that this is the right thing to do somehow. And I can understand why they don't want to yield to this. But I think people around the world right now.
Why are they talking like it's a foreign enemy? It's
that
America,
somebody
bro.
would get this
Of course.
close, get into an event.
It's an American news broadcaster. Of course, they're going to make it seem like it was Al Qaeda or some shit. I mean, we don't have any details whatsoever, but judging by past performance, the likelihood of this guy being a Trump supporter is still fairly high. Because considering that wherever Trump goes, there are fallen fans of Donald Trump that just seemingly always want to kill him. I mean, this has happened a bunch of times at this point, like in fucking Mar-a-Lago and shit. You know what I mean? So, wait, what? Is this a good time to mention that Democrats' new darling Hasan Piker said he wanted the blood of his political opponents to run in the streets and recently justified the murder of an innocent father because he ran it? Bro, that is crazy. That is crazy. No, you weren't wrong. This motherfucker literally heard the president. There's a motherfucker who heard in the news that there was a shooting that took place at an event that the president was at, and he did not wait. Immediately, he was like, time to make this about Hasan.
See? Everyone's bringing their own narratives. Everyone's got their own agendas.
All Dems are Pol Pot. They found the suspect. Trump posted? Trump already posted for the backstage? Quite an evening in D.C. Secret Service and law enforcement did a fantastic job. They acted quickly and bravely. The shooter has been apprehended, and I've recommended that we let the show go on, but will entirely be guided by law enforcement. They will make a decision shortly. Regardless of that decision, the evening will be much different than planned, and we'll just plain have to do it again.
Trump crawled out on his knees like a pussy. I like that. Look at that.
More tweets blaming you. Shots fired. Extreme influencers like Hasan Piker and Candace Owens, both of our names, preaching as Piker did the other day in the New York Times social murder, trying to depict the most freedom-loving country on earth. Enough is enough. Yeah, Caroline Leavitt called it. Bro, I know. Dude, I'm on it already. I'm fucking on it already. I said, what does she know?
Well, is he not?
He is ready to rumble.
Uh-huh.
I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all. And you wrote most of it, you said.
I can't take credit. In true Donald Trump fashion, the man puts his pen to the paper himself. So it's a lot of his own.
First time she hasn't lied? Oh, damn. True. Yo, arrest her. Oh my gosh, she wrote the script. It's a script. She wrote it. Photo, White House Correspondence Dinner, suspect release. Bro, we can't even make jokes like this because I feel like we now live in too schizophrenic of a media environment where people are unironically going to take that and post it, and then it's going to get like 700,000 likes. And then there's going to be like 10 million Americans who legitimately think I was the guy who tried to shoot the president, okay? Like, we have to be a little bit more careful about the jokes that we make nowadays because, honestly, you know, I mean, they're trying to do... That's...
It's a med kit.
It's like medical bags, right? So
Yeah.
I think they might have been trying to save them.
There might have been the Secret Service agent that got hit.
Fox reported detained. CNN reported shot and killed. We know where the CNN report is coming from. It's Caitlin Collins. We saw. Caitlin Collins was the one who said, yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu is going to come out and be like, we did not do it.
We had nothing to do with it. Don't look at us.
Someone on the ground with U.S. Secret Service? Bro, they're already cracking jokes. They're having a good time.
Violence against journalists, violence against politicians. I just can't imagine continuing on with this night. I understand the importance of standing up there and standing against these threats of violence, but this is very real and we are human. Journalists are human too. And I would really understand if, for security reasons and also just compassion, human reasons, this night didn't continue as planned.
Way to make it all about you, bitch. Damn.
It looks a little shaken.
Wait, what the?
Tell me you didn't get enough attention as a kid without telling me you didn't get enough attention as a kid. They've already got photos up on Getty Images. This shit is staged.
This is the Secret Service.
Through
Seen
those
eating as Trump was
magnetometers in that
being
screening area
escorted.
is now part of the sterile crowd, meaning they can't be armed, they can't have anything on them that could be dangerous. Those are the Secret Service uniform division. They
That's
wear
me.
white shirts and black
That's
pants
me.
and badges, look like
I don't
normal
give a fuck.
police. And they are that front line.
want
Beyond
that
that, of
meme.
course, is the Secret
I
Service
came here to eat.
plainclothes agents
Let him
who
eat.
guard the president and hide the gunman or his background. But they're working on those details. And it's
What the
over with.
fuck?
30-year-old male in custody, of course, John Miller from California. That is all new information. A 30-year-old male from California.
Unbelievable.
Any sense of the condition that the suspect is in, John?
Terrorist attack.
Well,
That
that's been a
face.
point of concern.
Of that suspect as well, and you can believe, as Jonathan Miller talked about.
Connor, the man's about to lose his job. Hey, man, I just read in the New York Times that your girlfriend is cheating on you. Connor! He's about to lose his job and his girlfriend at the same night. Oh, by the way, C-SPAN. Robert Skvarla is watching C-SPAN right now. The callers think the assassination attempt was staged law. I'm a Midwestern normal mother, and they had a mentalist there for the first time because the president doesn't take jokes well. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it doesn't feel right. This is also part of the reason why, like these guys will be like, Hasan is doing violent rhetoric. I'm like, bro, you really need to see what the average person thinks. Like, I told you, like, it's gonna be instant. Like, instantly, people are just gonna be like, yeah, no, that's not real. That's fake. It's a good
that's the guy?
number of people, I think, at this point,
already
sincerely believe that
making
this shooting, this one was staged. Okay, the fight one, like a solid number of people.
They're already making
Also,
memes.
An even larger number of people fucking hate the president.
Is
A Secret Service member was shot in the protective vest, it appears. We're waiting to see the condition.
But yeah, I don't even know what to say. I don't know. I'm lost for words. I'm gonna hopefully have this out for you guys tonight. Hopefully you guys will be seeing this within the 6-hour window, 12-hour window. If it's not out tonight, same night that this has happened, then it'll be out in the morning. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. We'll have some more updates soon as they come out. But for now, I am tired, I am hungry, I'm going to go and eat, shower, and sleep. So, much love, guys. Thank you for watching yet another one of our ADHD-fueled podcasts. This has been the Revolutionary Whispers podcast. I am your host, Jay. Thank you for sticking around. Free Palestine, stop the blockade of Cuba, talk about Sudan, from the river to the sea, love one another. Peace.